Hey, welcome back. Four market stories today, and they all connect around one theme: leverage, risk, and who's watching. Korea Investment and Securities, currently the only ELW issuer in the domestic market, has been running ads for equity-linked warrants targeting younger and beginner investors. The copy includes lines like "stock newbies," "gather here," and uses meme formats aimed at the 20s and 30s demographic. ELW is a risk grade 1 product, meaning full loss of principal is possible. Yet the ads frame the maximum loss as limited risk, technically true in that you can't lose more than you put in, but that's a misleading spin when total loss is on the table. On the liquidity front, the most actively traded ELW that day closed at 45.1, with the next bid at 40, a 12.5% gap, which doesn't match the fast execution claims. The FSC is reportedly reviewing industry-wide high-risk product marketing practices. On the margin lending side, the outstanding balance of margin loans hit a fresh record of 33.87 trillion, one as of April 16th, per the Korea Financial Investment Association. That surpasses the previous record set on March 5th. Samsung Electronics leads by stock at 3.44 trillion won. SK Hynix at 2.23 trillion won. The Kospi has recovered to around the 6,200 level, and with some forecasts floating a possible 7,000 target this month, leverage demand is only growing. Large brokerages including NH Investment, Korea Investment, KB Securities, and Hanwha have all reopened or expanded margin services. Smaller brokerages are going further, some cutting rates to 3% or below, actually under the current bank mortgage rate of around 4%. Hanwha Solution cut its planned rights offering from 2.3976 trillion won to 1.8144 trillion won, about a 24.3% reduction, after the FSS requested a resubmission of its securities filing. The debt repayment portion was slashed from 1.4899 trillion won to 906.7 billion won, while the 907.7 billion won in new facility investment remains intact. Hanwha says it will cover the gap through asset sales including Hanwha Impact and Hanwha Hotels and Resort stakes. The Korea Exchange may flag this as a non-compliant disclosure since the reduction exceeds the 20% threshold. Chairman Kim Sung-yeon will forego his salary at Hanwha Solution starting next month. Finally, KKR has been named preferred bidder for a minority stake in SK Group's Ulsan AI data center. KKR will take more than half of the 49% stake on offer, with the IMM Investment and Stonebridge Consortium taking the rest. The total deal is estimated above 2 trillion won. KKR is funding its share without acquisition financing. The IMM Stonebridge side has lined up 1.2 trillion won in senior loans and 400 billion won in bridge financing from Shinhan. SK had considered selling the full stake to KKR alone, but apparently wasn't comfortable placing a national AI infrastructure asset entirely with a foreign fund. That's all for today's deep dive. We'll be back with more insights. You've been listening to the Korea Economy Brief, straight from the front page of Seoul Economic Daily. Thanks for tuning in.